stats don't lie.
Yo, they were wrong the first game. I'm never trusting Twitch chat ever again.
Yeah, that was
what was it 70%? They got
70%.
stumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that little difference between 57 and 70% was just the people who didn't know who MP were, and they saw that and they're like, oh shit, they switched over. But a little bit even though. See, I mean, I can kind of agree with this. Both the teams are a little bit even. We've seen the MP kind of on a roll after game 2. If they get a Naga, I can see this metric.
You can both teams have the kind of games where they're like, oh my god, this is Team Liquid, dude. They look amazing. But they also have the games where this is Team Liquid. You know, like it's kind of like on and off. And I think that's a lot to do with like them finding each other. Oh, this works. They play it one game, it's amazing. Then they try something else, it's a disaster. So it's just, to me, honestly, this series depends on is it hot or cold for each team. You know, it could go either way. It could be an amazing game, or it could be just a stump.
And sometimes I feel like Liquid too. They draft a certain way and don't really think it through. I would almost say that, like, you know, they're chasing waterfalls. They're trying to find something out there that might or might not work, and you can't do that. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
How many do you have written on this paper?
Whole list.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere like hot or cold. Maybe there's like an ice metaphor or something like that, or something.
I was going to say one, but I stopped myself.
Oh, that's probably good. Yeah. I need to learn how to do that. Hey, it's Oracle. Oracle, either banned out or forgotten. Very powerful support. You're gonna be picked up right off the bat from Liquid. I think they got a plan here, Shane.
Yeah, with Beastmaster as well. Like, first of all, you can get a pick off. You can also push. You have sustain and you have Beastmaster aura. You have a lot of summons, necrobooks. It's very good. It gives you a lot of map vision as well.
Yep, and he can ruin a Sand King ult, right? An Oracle?
Oh yeah, you just completely nullify it. It's honestly just pretty like safe start. You know, you have map control with Beastmaster, you have push, you have lockdown, and Oracle gives you sustain and heal. And he also opens up a lot of heroes. You can pick, like, all of a sudden MP are like, oh shit. Like this.
Yeah.
So surely, if you're Team Liquid right now, you're banning out Naga Siren.
Really?
Not yet.
With the Shadow Demon, yeah, okay. You could also just counter it, right? You could pick like offensive heroes, get in their face, like maybe not Undying because we saw what happened, but someone like they already have Sand King actually. They could contest the lane pretty hard.
Do you really want to risk going up against an AUI Naga Siren though?
No.
That's the whole point, right? He's like AUI.
Yeah.
At this point is the strongest player of MP. Am I wrong?
That's a strong statement,
It's a strong statement, but am I wrong?
No,
I
don't think you're wrong.
Wow.
And
I think AUI is like performed in most of the games he's played. He's always like, even in the games they lose, he like one of the games I don't think he died. Like he does do his best. Bless him.
Bless him. Yeah.
Bless him.
not to say that other people don't do their best.
You
but
can
his
also
best
just
is a little bit.
let them pick Naga and just push. Like, the weakness of Naga is that she needs this time, right? She needs this space. But if you just completely shut down the map using Beastmaster, using like your sustain, your push, and then keep her in the base.
MP are masters of the carrot strategy, though. Nobody ever does that against them. The carrot strat. Have I ever told you about the carrot strat?
I haven't.
that much of a presence, does he?
You can
kinda stop
also
him.
just if you're worried about the lane, like Enchantress is going to be very good, obviously, against Naga because you can just steal the illusion. You can send it back at them.
Oh.
But the pressure kind of way, Oracle has a lot of burst damage, so early game if he has a support that he can combo up with, he can like literally control the map because of the amount of burst damage that it does. But
Right.
so far, like I haven't seen the rest of the heroes, so
I'm a little spooked about this Enchantress pick. Last time it made sense to me, but this time they have, as you said, a huge amount of burst damage. They've got the Oracle who's going to be blasting them. They got the Beastmaster who can do that now, and the Ursa pickup as well.
Fuzzy Wuzzy eats up that little deer lady.
I mean, Untouchable will help her for a little bit, right?
Not with overcharge
Oh!
thing.
Untouchable doesn't do anything against Ursa.
Yes!
That's the whole point.
Oh, a bear who eats a deer.
Who would have thought it?
Who would have thought? God damn it, Ice Frog, you're a genius.
Isn't that what I just saw?
Yes. But I'm stealing it. Thank you, Sheever. Your phrasing wasn't very good, so I rephrased it to make it better.
I'll take that one. I'll take
All right,
that.
great. Thank you. We're even. All right, so Shane, they've got some time to react to this. 2 more picks. They've got a lot of physical. They got a lot of stun. They got a lot of late game. What do you do
against an Ursa?
You kite them, right? Like Shadow Demon's already a good step.
Okay.
You can use the ulti on him to slow him down. Razor is very good as well. He just static link him and just walk away.
Slowly walk away.
Well, he's pretty Razor's fast.
He's quick. Huh?
It's also pretty good against Oracle because if he wants to spam the spells on him, he has a lot of single target spells that have low cooldowns.
I really like the Shadow Demon Razor combination because the static link actually continues. If you disrupt someone and you have static link on him, it continues while you stand next to him, so you're like force feeding Razor damage basically.
Yeah, it goes through song as well.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, that's bananas. I didn't know that.
So that's
that song came into my head.
Yeah, speaking of bananas, hopefully we turn off cheats on this.
We don't see any bananas in this game.
Might slip on them.
Yeah.
Luminous.
Sorry, Lumi. You're doing great.
You're a bro, but like, come on.
Anyway, last bit going out from Team Liquid now. What hero could possibly destroy their lineup in one swoop?
Terrorblade.
You think?
Well, it's just a ban.
Oh.
So Liquid thinks they can
Terrorblade's
disrupt
very
their
good at
lineup.
kiting the Ursa. He just uses the reflection.
And they still need the agility hero with the Shadow Demon. Or hero with the Shadow Demon. Or do you feel like they already have enough?
10 seconds.
What, agility, you think Razor's enough? Is that what you're asking? Like, as far as agility heroes go?
Yeah, as far as heroes with the Shadow Demon pairing goes.
You could, what's left? You could go Alchemist.
Alchemist?
Alrighty then.
It was not the one I was thinking of.
No,
but it can work.
Envy's very, very good at Alchemist. I think it's probably one of his best heroes at the moment. He's very aggressive with it, actually. Like, surprisingly, like he ganks with it and stuff, which most people don't really do. Like, usually people get, armlet, they farm radiance. It's like, all right, I'm gonna win this game on my own. But
is Envy playing the Alchemist or is he playing Razor?
I think he plays the Alchemist, right?
Well, what's AY? Is AY then playing the Razor? Wouldn't you put Razor in mid?
Every game I've seen MP play Alchemist, Envy plays it.
Okay.
So.
But, I mean, doesn't Alk and Naga kind of come online at the same-ish time? They both get Radiance and stuff. Who wins in that late-game fight? And the Alk fully farmed? Or
well, you don't really want to go late-game with Alchemist, right? You want to farm and by like 30 minutes, you want to be like 6 slotted, and you want to go high ground.
Yeah.
Like, Naga takes quite a lot longer.
Right.
It's like 30 minutes before you have like maybe 2.5 items.
Yeah.
And an Alchemist is clicking on your tier 4 towers. You have a Enchantress with the long range of Razor beating on it.
Okay. So they're going for kind of a earlier engagement there
also,
on MP?
if they want Ags as well. If they want to go late game, all 4 of them heroes have very good Ags upgrades.
Yes. Indeed they do.
Yeah.
That's a dirty Ags team, actually.
It's a support.
Wow,
Naga.
Team Liquid picking Morph. Who would have seen that one? Why are you giving me that look?
Because
oh my God.
Last week, you said if anybody would pick Morphling, it would be Team Liquid. And none of us replied.
That's right.
To it. Melania and me were just continuing talking about the draft, and he just made this Morphling Liquid pun, and we just didn't get it.
Oh my God.
But now I got it. I was waiting for it.
And Morphling into Alchemist, you just steal the Alchemist, and all of a sudden you have the Grievous Greed, and you are rich.
I vote for Team Liquid. Thank you.
I also vote for Team Liquid.
You know what? Team Liquid looking like a great draft. but you guys always think that we pick one to make it even. I don't give a shit who wins. I want to be right, and I really think it's going to be NP this time.
Okay, fair enough. Let's hear what our commentators have to say about this first game of the series. It is time for NP versus Team Liquid with ODPixel and Gods.
5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Aces RG Dream League casting panel. I'm ODPixel, I'm here with Gods. We're ready to take you through the second series of the day. We have NP once again, this time up against a new challenger, Team Liquid, entering the fray here for the second series of the day. And well, with the drafts done, I'm looking at these two lineups, and Gods, there's a lot of strong picks from both sides here getting through the draft.
It's going to be some fun. I'm most excited to see Miracle on Ursa mid.
Yep.
That's personally what I'm looking out for. See how he handles the mid Ursa. It's going to be taking on an Alchemist. Actually, no, it looks like Alka's going safe lane. What is going on here? So NP going to be handling the mid Razor, and NP say, we don't want Alk versus an Ursa, because that was going to be the matchup where I'm like, Ursa should crush an Alk 1v1.
But Razor versus Ursa.
Yeah, it's Razor favored, not as maybe bad as you immediately think. Ursa can use the just Earth Shock to farm as needed. The Fury swipes can kind of add up a little bit. If you get a fast boots, you can have an okay time, but he's got Poor Man's Shield, so really item-wise, he's not looking great for this 1v1 matchup, and NB should do pretty well here.
That is interesting as well, as we see from the stat. Indeed, that was the call there for Liquid. You know, they went first, and they did choose Radiant side over Big Priority, so interesting decisions from Liquid. We'll see if it pays off for them having this Radiant side already up towards the top. Now he was able to grab himself the bounty rune and will force Mind Control away. But yeah, Mind Control, another mention as well on the Beastmaster, one of his signature heroes. And well, meanwhile, SVG.
Gee, ouch.
Well, taking quite a beating there from Bulba and Kuro as they come around. And lane-wise, so as you said, this mid lane, Envy versus Miracle. You expect Miracle to still get a bit out of it with the Earth Shock, but Envy at the same time, he should do pretty well, unless pressure starts to come in from the rotations from Liquid supports.
Yeah. And it's the Enchantress who really has the highest gank potential. For now, Kuro is going to be helping out, trying to offer some Riptide support and just pressure Envy a little bit. But yeah, this is, of course, a great Razor matchup. Versing any melee here in the mid lane, you're always going to have a good time. And we'll see SVG immediately get aggressive on his Enchantress. He's picked up one creep, he's going to the enemy jungle, he can pick up a second there and then look to gank and pressure the lanes.
On top, Aoi and Rose getting a bit aggressive on Mind Control, forcing back the Beast down towards the bottom. Nah, it's actually taking a hell of a lot of damage. He's still level 1 here, only with a core stick. Ooh, pops the Salve. Salve is going to be taken off, so Salve essentially
Matu's
wasted.
level 1 here. He's going for the TP out, and the Stomp won't be in range.
Just getting himself out. As SVG indeed can't quite find him in time, but already things kicking off across the map as SVG makes the moves.
Yeah, Matu just manned up and just started right-clicking the Sand King a bunch, got him really low, but then he himself didn't have waveform, so he didn't have an escape. Ooh, level 1 stun early on from AUI. I guess you're in the safe lane, so you don't need the asset to push out the lanes to go grab bounty runes. So getting stun at level 2 is actually makes total sense here. Some good synergy with the disruption. You can guarantee like a pretty long duration stun as well.
Right around bottom, Naft and SVG. A bit of go on to Kuroki, and they're actually going to get it now. Very nicely done.
Meanwhile, Envy may just get solo killed here if he's not careful. He's been Earth-shocked a couple times, and the Fury Swipe is going to just continually persist.
Miracle will continue to chase.
It's a 4 movement speed advantage.
He is going to have Static Link back up, but
if you turn to use it, you just die. He's going to give up a right click, 2 right clicks for constant Static Link. I think that Static Link gets him killed there.
You reckon he should have just kept moving?
Yeah. It was 306 move speed versus 310. Like, realistically, that's such a small difference. I don't think Miracle gets more than 1 right click off. By turning to Static Link, he gave him an extra 2 right clicks. That was not the play, Envy.
Yeah, a bit of a misplay there for the boy. Liquid bringing it to 1-1. And I mean, kills like that for absolutely essential mid Ursa. Oh, meanwhile, down bottom.
What's happening in this game?
SVG took down Matsumaman. He was looking for the rune, but the Enchantress was there. And yeah, this one is a bit of a hectic one. As the creeps here, sorry, it looks like they got him in lane, yeah, with the creep rotation. But I mean, the mid lane, Miracle did get the kill, but still, it is 9 for 6 up against the 3 for 2. CS wise, it's not great for the Ursa as we expected.
Absolutely, and that's where Miracle's going to be looking for more pressure, more kills. He's trying right clicks again. He's looking for Envy once more. Too easy.
Who cares if you can't get creeps when you can kill the mid? Solo 1v1 2 times in the first 3.5 minutes.
Yep. I don't know, this is where you've really got to respect the power of the Ursa in the mid lane.
Underestimation there from Envy, really, twice in a row now.
Has his bottle as well as a win lace now. He realized that movement speed is going to be kind of the dictating factor over this mid lane. Envy's gone for the early point and unstable current. We're seeing early win lace for the Ursa. All the little things being done to try to get an edge in this 1v1 matchup, and so far it's been all Miracle. Despite the 6 CS at 4 minutes. I mean, it's often you see Miracle with 6 CS at 4 minutes in mid lane, but hey, he's doing just fine despite that lack of CS.
Out top, SVG hunting for Croaky in the sidelines. Zowie's there as well. Concoction starting to build up. And if they can get the vision, they might have a chance for this, but now we can't quite find it. Croaky able to duke it out. He's actually making them work for this one. Now Rose comes through. This should set up the kill with the stomp. Acid down. The punches come through. MP will take down Kuro.
Back to mid lane. Miracle is flanking. This could be trouble for Envy. There's a potential Fortune's End.
Oh, not again. Envy, he feels, he senses it. He senses danger.
Not even going for the CS, yeah.
Yeah, Miracle realizes and says, alright, well, I'll get some CS then, if I can't get you. It's mid lane. I mean, as we can see on paper, the matchup and the CS, it shouldn't be good for Miracle, but he's making it work with those 2 early kills, keeping himself in a good place monetarily.
Finally feels like things have settled down. It was a very crazy 5 minutes with kills all over the lanes and a lot of weird aggression coming out. Funky stuff happening at solo kills at mid lane, and we'll see things settle now. See what Enchantress's next move's going to be, and it will be a smoke up with 1437, but bottom lane meanwhile.
Yeah, Envy diving the tower at the moment, moving on to Matuma-Man. Matuma-Man's going to have to back up of Bulba. Envy seeing a hefty chunk of damage, 98 right click on him. He'll look to chase down Bulba, but he can't quite get there. In fact, he TP's out. Deep back towards the mid lane. SVG looking to set up onto Kuroki. Himself and Rose playing around with the Naga Siren, and yeah, Kuroki can't get himself out of this one. He's going to go down, and at the same time, Miracle again is killing off Envy. 1v1 on his own. The 3rd time this has happened in the first 6 minutes. Envy is just not having a great time in this matchup at all. He was doing fine in the farm, but when it comes to just kind of estimating, the power of the Ursa, he's underestimated it 3 times now.
Yeah. And Sax kind of talked to me about Envy as this player mid who just kind of, you love to kill, and he's creating space for the real carry that is AUI, who is CSing and farming very well, but he's not really taking ganks. It's just solo kills. If there was support dedicated to killing him, it's one thing, but when you're giving the enemy mid laner these solo kills, that's a big problem. Miracle getting out of control. Level 7 already. That max air shock with the short cooldown that it has is a very potent nuke and chasing tool at this stage.
And Envy, he's going to go down again. I mean, the disruption might buy him enough time. He's going to move in and look for Kuroki, but Miracle will just almost certainly take down Envy. And he may even get more. Nak comes in though. Back is there with the epicenter. We'll try and make a move onto Miracle, but he enrages, turns around. He's going to be able to take down Rose. And Miracle is just having the time of his life here. 5 kills. The CS is what? He's 20-11, ahead of the 13 for 10. This lane has been an absolute shambles for MP, and more specifically Envy. This start on the Razor has not been one of Envy's finest.
Shambles is the right word. I mean, Miracle, great player, 9k and all that, but this has been much more Envy's mess-ups than Miracle's amazing play. Miracle has done everything in his part to punish the mistakes, but the mistakes have been there from Envy time and time again, giving up his life. He's gone for a second point in his passive just to get that extra movement speed, but he is struggling and is not going anywhere near the Ursa anymore. Speaking of Ursa, well, he's suddenly found another kill.
He absolutely has, by the looks of it. He's going to chase down Rose. SVG's going to do something to hold him back, but in fact, SVG's going to be the one in trouble. This Ursa is going to become incredibly scary. I mean, not like he has kind of already, but he has got the exact stuff that he needs to just potentially turn this into a game where we can see Miracle just running around the map willy-nilly, killing whoever he wants.
This is kind of a fun game to play, so when you get off this great start, you get all these levels, this farm, and you can just, you know you're going to be snowballing out of control. Your opponents have heroes that can be kind of annoying to verse, a lot of control with the Shadow Demon, who has got the Disruption and the Purge, the Sanking with his stun. But if you get this big lead in terms of XP, as well as farm, something you can kind of negate that kind of hero counter factor that the dire side kind of have to them. Now they're taking Alk stack, so this is a nice aggressive move from Miracle to guarantee that a lot of the Alks farm gets taken away. Something that takes a bit of a while before AUI can really farm with just 2 points in the acid spray. And AUI is not particularly ahead. Normally you'd see the mid Alchemist for having like maybe a 9-10 minute armlet.
Oh, now Liquid finding themselves Rose in the tree line. Miracle getting himself involved once more. They'll take the tier 1 by the looks of it. MP not going to look to do anything to stop this. And yeah, this is, you know, all things elsewhere across the map, it wasn't looking that bad for MP. You know, the side lanes, they were going all right, but the fact that this Ursa's had such a good time in the mid lane, now we're starting to feel the effects of his power across the other lanes. MP have got to be a little bit worried about how good of a start Miracle's been given.
Yeah, it's just translated into 3-1 lanes. What was initially just the mid lane one, it suddenly becomes 3 lanes 1 because of how badly one-sided that mid lane was.
On Owie trying to TP there, didn't have the Chemical Rage off cooldown, no way that he could just withheld himself against this damage for Liquid. And Rose, he's looking to maybe go down as well as Liquid move in, surrounding the Shadow Demon. And it is indeed going to be another Liquid looking very strong indeed here in this first game against MP. 10 minutes in, 10-4. Miracle on another level so far.
On the Blink Dagger now. It's really rough. SVG goes for Midas, which is kind of sometimes odd choice when you're this far behind. It's kind of a mentality where it's like, we're so far behind, we're only going to be able to win by going more for the late game, so getting a Midas.
He's got eyes on Envy, and he's going to get it. There's nothing that Envy can do at this stage. 7-0-1. And that is looking for a Solica with the Epi, and he's going to get it. Takes down Mr. Number 2. But, yeah, and that's only kind of the start of the problems as well for MP potentially, because at the same time, you've got Matuma Man on the Morphling. You're just going to be creating more and more space for him with the plays that Miracle can now make with this crazy timing on the Blink.
Yeah, so far he's kind of joined in with his team to get involved with the kills, but that's because his bottom lane wasn't very safe. There was like a constant pressure from Enchantress down there with the Sand King, so he almost felt better off coming with his team, finding the tower at top, getting kills.
Oh wow.
Getting kills, yep. Now he's done for.
This is starting to get pretty brutal. Pretty brutal.
We've seen our share of stomps today.
We have.
And yesterday with Alliance too.
I mean, this one by no means as painful as that Imperial was able to give MP in game 1 of the first series of today. But, I mean, in terms of just the straight-up outplay and Miracle's performance, that is, it's on another level. They're going to look towards Roshan. MP at the moment, not with anyone in the neighborhood. They're going to look to take this. You're going to have Aegis on the Ursa, as well as the tools that Miracle's already picked up. 6.2k net worth, 11.5 minutes in. I mean, this is going to be good as well for fans of Miracle. A lot of people were saying, you know, Miracle, he came over to Liquid, and we were yet to really kind of see a game where Miracle had, at least me personally, I know he has maybe played games that I haven't seen, but there's been a lot of games where Miracle hasn't really had that star performance that you're used to seeing him pull out most of the time with OG. But this kind of game, when he has a mid lane as good as that, he is going to look like the Miracle we all know and love, really.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to have a fast Vlads for his team. So going back for not really the snowballing Ursa item, this is an item which actually I think his team have kind of made a call, like, we're going to be, let's actually turn this kill lead into like a tower lead. We want a 5-man, we want to really starve out MP, take away their jungle Alchemist. His way back in this game is going to be farming up lots of stacks, getting tons of farm, so you need to push tower to stop that, and that's where the Vlads will help you out. You can start really, even threatening high ground. We see heroes at the tier 3 mid tower of NP. This is actually being done while the Ursa hunts for kills, so something that is scattered by a dire observer ward, so unlikely to see Miracle actually catch anyone. But they're kind of trying to pretend that they're pushing mid with 4 or 5 heroes while Miracle gets a kill. Problem is NP, their ward vision reveal what is actually going on.
No, I mean, I guess again, it's not really a good trade-off for MP. No, Miracle might not be killing you, but Aui's having to spend his time, he's hidden in the tree line.
Yep.
He's not farming. He's had to hide. Now come back out. Meanwhile, they're down towards bottom. Envy. She popping the ult here, but it doesn't look like anything's going to really kick off. So farming the illusions with the ult. Envy bringing out new strats.
He's always liked using Razor ulti just for that little bit of extra quote-unquote of E efficiency to farm neutrals, to farm creep waves. In this case, I guess to farm some illusions.
If only they gave golden XP.
6.88
G, yeah.
G, K, whatever, I
do
don't
it.
know, whatever letter we're at.
Illusions, grant,
5 gold apiece or something.
5 gold apiece. Yeah, we can do 5 gold.
Dire's bottom tower has
There we have it. Vlad's completing out onto Miracle.
Yeah. This is where I think Matu should look to pick up a Dragon Lance. Just good pushing item. The Lincolns is something you definitely want to have at some point, but you're in no rush to complete it. If anything, you're in a more important matter is just trying to choke out NT, prevent them from farming the map, and being able to push down towers with is going to be a lot easier with the Dragon Lance. But either way, it doesn't really matter too much. Itemization-wise, it's more just going to come down to the Liquid movement in play. They are taking towers, they are playing as a unit, and absolutely crushing right now.
As we see on top, MP actually went for the smoke movement. Looking to kind of bait with Owie by the looks of it.
If you're a Liquid, you're like, we don't see them on the map, let's make them defend high ground. Miracle's already on the high ground, he's in position to jump with the Aegis.
And with the Hawk vision as well.
Knock anyone home, and, well, doesn't look like it.
Yeah, they're going to have to respond to this, and Miracle's going to be ready to respond to the response.
Yep.
And Rose might be the one to receive that response, and indeed he is. He's gone. Nacht hits the Burrow Stripe, but Man zips in. Miracle turning his attention towards the Razor. Envy gets raw to the face. It's a double kill for Miracle. Now, if they got the vision, well, it doesn't look like they do. Nacht's going to be alright for the time being. Different storyline for SVG. He's surrounded, forced back to the base. Nacht has to Burrow Strike himself back. Liquid, just 15 minutes in, diving tier 3s. And GG, Matumba Man somehow there with a magical pause. Pauses the game, and the GG is called there by Envy. Wow.
It's game over. 15 minutes on your high ground.
Maybe a bit of PTSD there for Envy in the puppy pause situations. There we have it, a pause and a GG. It's over. Wow. 15 minutes in.
Didn't feel like a Dota game, really. I mean, it just ended so fast. It also just didn't play out like a Dota game. This was literally just the Miracle show at mid. And again, it didn't even feel like he made any crazy flashy plays in his lane. It was just, yeah, it's a matchup which is slightly Razor favored for sure. That goes without saying, the Razor versus. And you could see it in the CS, but as a Razor, you have to play it very fine. You can't make those mistakes where you step out of position. He died when the Ursa didn't even have a boots advantage over him. It was just deaths that could have been avoided.
Yeah, just a bit of a one of those games that Envy's got to pick himself back up.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have a you've got to do that to get that final quest on the Razor, get that cosmetic. Envy's all about that, and sometimes you're not going to do it first game, Jackie. Don't worry. Next time round, you'll be able to get yourself those 1 stars, or maybe in the free